Social Security is heading into a period of rapid and significant change, and these changes are expected to affect millions of Americans over the next several months. If you're currently receiving Social Security, SSDI, or SSI, it's absolutely essential to understand what's happening and how it could impact your finances, privacy, and eligibility. One of the most talked about proposals coming from the Trump administration is the elimination of federal taxes on Social Security benefits. This has long been a topic of debate, but recent comments from Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent suggest that this change is no longer just a proposal. It's becoming a reality. Under current law, if you're an individual making over $25,000 or a couple filing jointly making over $32,000, up to 85% of your benefits can be taxed. For seniors living on fixed incomes, this tax burden can be substantial. Eliminating federal taxes would provide much-needed relief and increase net income for many beneficiaries. However, that's just the beginning. Another controversial proposal involves allowing the Department of Government Efficiency, or Doge, to access Social Security Administration data to crack down on fraud and waste. While the goal is to save money and improve oversight, many Americans are deeply concerned about the risks to their privacy. Doge could potentially gain access to sensitive personal information like your birth date, address, and benefit history, data that many feel should remain confidential. The Trump administration has even taken this battle to the Supreme Court in an effort to gain full access, arguing that uncovering fraud could save billions. However, despite early promises that Doge would recover $4 billion per day in waste, the latest figures suggest total savings have only reached about $165 billion over several months, far below expectations. As part of the broader effort to recover funds, the administration also revised the clawback rules related to Social Security overpayments. Previously, during the Biden administration, there was a 10% monthly cap on how much the SSA could reclaim from a recipient's check if they were accidentally overpaid. Trump's team initially attempted to remove the cap entirely, which would have allowed the SSA to take 100% of a beneficiary's monthly payment until the debt was paid back, leaving many without money for essentials like food, rent, and medication. After public outcry, that proposal was adjusted, and now the administration plans to cap clawbacks at 50%, which is still a significant amount, and could create financial hardship for many. In a more tech-forward shift, the Social Security Administration will begin offering digital Social Security cards starting this summer. This update is aimed at improving convenience and reducing the need for physical cards that can be easily lost or damaged. The digital cards will be especially useful when verifying your identity or replacing a lost card, and are part of a broader modernization effort. But perhaps one of the most controversial changes of all is the administration's new enforcement plan set to begin in May 2025, which will block benefit payments to individuals suspected of being undocumented immigrants. This move is designed to ensure that only legal residents receive Social Security payments, but it raises concerns about wrongful suspensions and the burden of having to prove eligibility, often requiring in-person visits to SSA offices. During this suspension period, affected individuals will receive no checks or deposits until they can verify their status, creating anxiety and uncertainty for many. So, whether it's the tax exemption, data access by Doge, stricter fraud enforcement, or the rollout of digital IDs, these sweeping policy shifts are going to reshape the future of Social Security. The speed at which these decisions are being made and implemented suggests that the administration is focused on overhauling the system quickly, which means beneficiaries must stay vigilant and informed. If you're receiving benefits or plan to apply soon, understanding these developments and preparing accordingly could be the difference between financial stability and unexpected hardship in the months ahead.